So this is where it gets tough, right? And this is kind of how I wanted to wrap the podcast up. And this is why Ronnie Stanley landing would be so helpful for the Patriots. We'll do Travis Hunter in a second because I do want to talk about the Travis Hunter of it all. He's not there. Who's your guy you're going to the table for right now? I don't know that I have a guy that I'm putting my fist down saying he's a Patriot. Like, who's the most well-rounded prospect on the board? It's probably Ashton Genty. You know, I don't know if you're taking a running back. I'm probably not.
Please don't.
So now you have a slower receiver, a short arm tackle, offensive tackle, undersized defensive tackle, cornerback who didn't play last year, essentially, and Will Johnson. I think Tyler Warren, we should probably be talking more about Tyler Warren than we are.
Yeah.
He might be second after Genty in terms of just best well-rounded prospect.
Mm-hmm. I think he was reported as a name to watch if they trade down.
If they trade down, well, so trading down is ideal if Hunter's not there. I don't know that you're going to get the offer, although at that point I might take not a lot, even if you get an extra top 100 pick. But let me ask you, like, you have to snap decision. Hunter's gone. Who are you taking?
Just at 4?
Yeah.
Man, I think I'd still go with Mason Graham. I think he can get him over 300 and then, see how he does with that.
Well, you put weight on, you lose quickness. You got to remember that.
You said this, I think it was on Felger and Maz or one of the shows, like, you can add weight. You can't make your arms longer.
You can add
comparing
weight,
Graham and Campbell.
There are consequences that come with adding weight.
Okay.
Like, you change your body type that much, you're going to lose some explosiveness.
Is he though, or did you think he might have cut some weight for the combine? He might have put some back on.
I don't understand why he would have done that because he didn't work out. I don't think he played at 296. I don't think he played at 320 either. I think he's probably 300, 305. I think that's probably where he's playing. Now, that's a fit in this defense, but he's not that unicorn kind of player that I think some people thought he was.
I'm done with the unicorn talk. I think this draft stinks, and there's no unicorns in this draft. Even Abdul Carter, who's probably going to be a really good player, I don't consider him a unicorn. I think I'm out on that.
So at this point, I think it's clear. The best case scenario for the Patriots is Travis Hunter falls to 4. We'll have to see how that happens. I think the Browns and Giants are adding quarterbacks. I think that's happening. I don't think that's a debate. And when I say that, I mean adding quarterbacks this offseason.
Right, not necessarily
in the draft. Giants striking out on Matthew Stafford, very good news for the Patriots. Now we need Tom Brady to get his recruiting hat on and get going and get the next quarterback to the Raiders. Then we need to hope somebody wants to really work with the new Saints head coaches with the Eagles. It's their offensive coordinator. Come on. Lefty quarterback for Boise State.
Sorry.
Wow. All I can think of is Chip Kelly, and it's most certainly not Chip Kelly.
Eagles offensive coordinator. Yeah. Saints head coach.
Yes.
Kellen Moore.
Thank you. I don't know why I had Chip Kelly in my head. Kellen Moore, offensive ingenuity, all of that. Okay, does he become a landing spot? Like, we need the Browns and Giants to strike out. I will say, or, somebody else, maybe it's the Jets or the Saints or the Raiders moving up and taking a quarterback up there. Like, you need the quarterbacks to go up there. If I had to bet on it today, I would still say I don't think Hunter makes it to 4. I don't think we get 2 quarterbacks in the top 3. But just after being down there all week, right, and just being immersed in it and hearing what I heard, I feel, and you check out my mock draft this morning, I talked about this. If I had to guess, I'm leaning no. But I do think it feels more possible now than it did prior to the combine.
Sure. Yeah, no, and we talked about it on, our podcast last week. I know I told you that I think Travis Hunter's a little overrated as a prospect. And by overrated, I mean, I just don't think he's going to be the Shohei Ohtani of football. And when I say Ohtani is special because he's elite at hitting and pitching. He's an excellent player in both areas of baseball. I don't think Travis Hunter is going to be that. I don't think he's necessarily elite on either side of the ball. Even if he plays both sides of the ball, I think he could be good at both. And there's value there, and it would be fun. It'd be fun to see him make an interception and then catch a touchdown right after, that sort of thing. I just don't. I think you got to stop short of saying if you think he's going to be this unicorn greatest player of all time because he plays both sides at a high level type of player. Not saying I would necessarily pass on him. Maybe I said that last week. Maybe I'm going back on my word now. But if he falls to 4, yes, I'll take him. And you compared him to, I think, Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
Was your comp. Look, if Devontae Smith is in this draft, He's a top 3. He's a top 4 pick.
Yep.
I'd take Devontae Smith with the 4th pick in this draft. And so, like, if that's what he is, then yes, I'll take Travis Hunter. I just want to temper expectations of what I think he's really going to be at this level.
Well, I've said this. I'm comfortable taking him there as a receiver. Maybe he plays a little corner here or there. I think it was Phil Perry I was talking to, where it's like, even maybe just play him at free safety and let the instincts kick in, where, it's a role where he can be more focused on offense during the week. He has a lot more room to grow on offense than defense.
Yeah, for sure.
Because he just hasn't focused on offense as much in his career. I think if you let him fully focus on offense, he, not necessarily day one, but he has the potential to be a guy that can dictate coverage and you can build a passing game around. So
now, is Todd Downing the guy that can refine his route running?
That is a good question. That is a fair question.
Maybe McDaniels could.
I think McDaniels could help. I would take him up there, and then and you develop him there. You develop him as a wide receiver. Mike Vrabel said this week, it's really hard to get those receivers, especially if you don't draft them. Travis Hunter is the guy I think that has that upside. I would take Travis Hunter as a receiver at 4, but I would take calls on the pick. I'm not moving out for nothing. But if somebody's going to give me a future first, I would seriously consider that. I'm not like that high. I'm high on Travis Hunter, but if I can get a future first, I'd rather have, 2 first-round picks than just Travis Hunter, whoever those picks end up.
I think my early conclusion is that, like, I'm not dead set on anybody. I don't look at any of these players like they absolutely have to take this guy in this draft. So, like, maybe I should just be team trade down at this point. Like, trade down, get more picks, accumulate more players. If it's all just like a bunch of, solid players or flawed players that you need to work with, like, just trade down and see if someone wants to move up for Travis Hunter, like you said, or if one of those quarterbacks is there at 4, like, see if you can do that.
It's super easy to be team trade down in this draft. It's just a matter of the trade being there, because who are teams trading up for, right? You know me, I'm usually pretty trade happy in the mock drafts. I only had 3 in the one I put up today, which you can check out on 98.5thesportshub.com.